Good afternoon or good evening. Welcome to the Deschutes County Sheriff's Office County College Presentation 2025. My name is Mike Gill. I'm the Corrections Administrative Lieutenant. In a little while, I will introduce you to my teammate, Lieutenant Bryan Husband. He is the Patrol Division Administrative Lieutenant. As I said on the last slide, I am Lieutenant Gill. I will introduce you to Bryan Husband here in a little bit. We'll discuss some general information about the Sheriff's Office, your Corrections Division, Patrol Division, the Detective Division, our Search and Rescue Unit, and we'll have some time to, in person, answer your questions. So your Sheriff's Office next fiscal year budget is $68.8 million. We have over 270 employees that work here. We're providing mandated services like the jail, the civil unit, court security, and search and rescue. There are two permanent taxing districts that fund your Sheriff's Office. District 1 is at $1.25 per thousand, and District 2 is at $1.55 per thousand. So I'll talk to you a little bit about the Corrections Division. Our division commander is Captain Michael Schultz. We have 4 jail teams, A, B, C, D. Each team works together with their supervisors and teammates for about 2 years, and then every 2 years we rotate teams, and so you get to mix it up a little bit. A team has 2 sergeants, and when we're fully staffed, 14 deputies on that team, and then the operational lieutenants also have supervision over those teams. Each team also has 2 nurses, a jail technician. A jail technician is a non-sworn person. They don't go to the academy, and they don't have direct contact with inmates. We have currently 2 behavioral health 2s, which are master's level clinicians. They help us with assessing inmates and caring for them when they're in crisis. And then we have 1 case manager for the behavioral health unit that helps with a lot of the paperwork and organization, and then also works on discharge planning. We always try to work on helping the inmates be better than when they came in, and if we can connect them with community resources prior to release, we make every effort possible to do that. Our nurses are managed by our medical director. She is a nurse practitioner, has had years of service in community before we brought her over to the Sheriff's Office. Also, part of our Corrections Division is our copy program coordinator. The copy program is children of, we provide mentors for children who have parents that are in jail or prison, otherwise justice involved. Also in the Corrections Division is our work center, and then we also work very closely with our maintenance team, and we have a contracted food service provider. So some facts about the jail in number format. So we have 362 beds. That is, if every bed was full, we could put 362 people in. That operationally, that would be very challenging to manage. Pre-COVID, our average daily population was about 300 to 330. Currently, over the last couple of years, we've been averaging between 200 to 220, and actually right now this year we're averaging about 198 daily population. We're averaging about 16 bookings a day, 16 releases a day, and the average length of stay is about 17 days. Some of the things we're focused on every day in our facility, just to maintain the safety and security, is we are managing folks often the worst day of their life when they come to jail, and they are often intoxicated, alcohol, heroin, opiates, polysubstance use, Alcohol detoxes are extremely challenging to manage. Behavioral health component is very real and also challenging. We recently ran some stats, and 92% of our population on a given day had a mental health, alcohol, or drug component to their stay with us. One of the other challenging things that we have to manage during the booking process and sometimes ongoing is just uncooperative inmates, and how do we manage them and encourage them to live by the administrative rules within the facility, just so they are safe, other inmates are safe, and staff are safe. Some of the things to think about in the day in a life of working in a jail. Our staff could work in our booking room, on the floor, as we call it, which is kind of north, south, or central housing areas, or they can work in our one of our control rooms, kind of master control, where they're talking on the radio and talking to inmates and pushing buttons to open doors. It's a high speed, kind of a 911 dispatch center, sometimes on steroids. Our food service provider, when let's say we have 200 inmates in custody, they're doing 200 meals 3 times a day. That's 600 meals that they're preparing, and then staff, the deputies, are distributing those throughout the facility, and then we're recovering those meal trays, getting them back to the kitchen, they're getting all washed, and then they're prepping for that next meal. The food service provider also provides meals for our juvenile facility. The juvenile facility does not fall underneath the sheriff's office, but we do provide meals for them. Some of the other things we're doing throughout the day is medication pass. About 3 medication distribution points per day. We're also providing inmates with programs like church, NA, AA, yoga. We're processing releases. I said earlier, we're processing almost 16 releases a day. We're in and out of the housing units, making sure that security is in place. So we're looking for things that are out of place, whether it's something's wrong with a person in a housing unit, or there's something wrong with the heating or the cooling or the plumbing or the electrical. We're paying attention to all of those things. We're doing regular searches for contraband. It's a very, very busy day, and that day is a 24-hour day. So the Corrections Division also manages the Work Center. The Work Center is an adjacent building on our campus. It can hold up to 66 inmates, but currently we're averaging about 12. In the summer months, we'll often have about 20 inmates over there, and in the winter months maybe drop back down to about 12. To be eligible to work over there, you have to be sentenced. You can't be an escape or assault risk, and it's a privilege to go over there and work. We have 1 sergeant that manages the work crews, and currently 2 deputies. They're averaging about 113 work crew hours per month, and they are out in the community cleaning up graffiti, doing fire fuel mitigation, debris removal. This one photo here is from Arnold Irrigation Flume. Very, very busy, good hard work, and inmate workers love going out there and actually kind of giving back to the community through their work. So the next slide, I will say goodbye for now. The next slide is going to be Lieutenant Bryan Husband, our administrative lieutenant from our patrol division, and he'll talk to you about all the life going on at the patrol side.
Hello everyone, my name is Bryan Husband and I serve as an administrative lieutenant here at the Deschutes County Sheriff's Office. I'm going to be talking to you today about our patrol and detective divisions and the units within those divisions. Let's start with our patrol division, which is led by Captain Mike Sundberg. We have 4 patrol teams that each have 10 deputies and 2 sergeants when fully staffed. There are 2 patrol lieutenants who manage our 4 teams. I am the 3rd lieutenant and cover administrative patrol functions. Our patrol deputies work 4 12-hour shifts with 4 days off in between to provide 24/7 patrol coverage for our community. They patrol a large area which stretches north of Terrebonne to south of Lapine, east of Ben out to Brothers Hampton area, and west of Sisters just past Black Butte Ranch. We have a community action team which focuses on traffic enforcement in those areas prone to crashes, excessive speeds, or other traffic problems reported by community members. We contract with our public school districts to provide 3 school resource deputies who serve in public schools in the county areas of Lapine, Sun River, Sisters, Tumalo, Terrebonne, and rural Bend. As you can see by our calls for service numbers, they continue to rise. Each deputy must complete ongoing training each year to remain certified in the state of Oregon, which means our training unit remains incredibly busy. They also provide training to our community, such as concealed handgun classes, pretty tough classes, and take care, be aware. We have 3 animal control technicians who assist our patrol division with animal-related calls for service. They also care for animals temporarily housed at our sheriff's office rescue ranch. These animals are the victims of abuse, neglect, or abandonment cases. When their cases are adjudicated and they have been rehabilitated to a satisfactory level, we adopt them out to good homes free of charge. Our civil unit is a state-mandated function of our sheriff's office, and they process legal paperwork such as restraining orders, emergency risk protective orders, child pickup orders, evictions, foreclosures, small claims summons, and subpoenas. Once the order has been processed, deputies personally serve the paperwork to the involved party. Our records unit processes reports our deputies complete, ensuring they are sent to the district attorney's office if needed or applicable partnering agency. Deputies receive information at the beginning of their shifts from their supervisors as well as deputies who worked the previous shift for more focused patrols. When time permits during the shift, they will also receive ongoing training in case law, updates, policy, patrol tactics, etc. During the course of their patrol shift, deputies conduct traffic stops for observed violations, respond to calls for service, investigate crimes, complete in-person civil services, testify at court proceedings, and complete reports and such. At this time of the year especially, deputies are on high alert for fire activity where they would need to assist with evacuations. We have a very active patrol K-9 program. Deputy Natik Slater with K-9 Delta, Deputy Mike Mangan with K-9 Ronan, and Deputy Nathan Witherspoon with K-9 Vinny are spread throughout the week to assist patrol teams with suspect tracking and apprehension. They are also an incredible resource for article searches. We assist with patrol services throughout the year at special events such as the Sisters Rodeo, Lapine Frontier Days, Sisters Quilt Show, Farewell Country Music Festival, the County Fair, and Shop with a Cop. Our SWAT team trains twice per month and responds to high-risk search and/or arrest warrants and calls which include an active shooter, hostage rescue situation, overland tracking, and apprehension of armed subjects. Their team includes crisis negotiators, paramedics, and a team physician. SWAT has specialized equipment such as armored vehicles, miniature drones capable of flying inside structures, a robot, night vision, etc. The Gurkha armored vehicle, pictured in the lower right, is utilized by patrol deputies as well when responding to reports of shots being fired or calls when there is a known suspect with a firearm. Our SWAT team was called upon to respond to 25 incidents in 2024. Let's move on to our detective division, which is led by Under Sheriff Aaron Wells. We have 15 detectives when fully staffed, spread across our criminal, street crimes, Central Oregon Drug Enforcement, and digital forensics units. We also have 2 analysts tasked to assist whenever possible. These detectives are supervised by 3 sergeants and 1 lieutenant. Our Special Services Concealed Handgun License and Evidence units also fall under our Detective Division organizational chart. In 2024, our CHL unit processed 19,295 permits, a combination of renewals and new applicants. 113 permits were denied or revoked. Detectives respond to and are assigned investigations which require more time than a patrol deputy can dedicate. Detectives investigate complex crimes such as homicides, suspicious deaths, officer-involved shootings, rape, child abuse, major assaults, high-dollar fraud or theft, and crimes associated with drug trafficking organizations. Detectives receive specialized training in interviewing and interrogation, crime scene processing, evidence collection, surveillance techniques, and subpoena and search warrant writing. There are currently 16 cold case investigations being managed by our detectives. Our digital forensics unit is a multi-agency effort. There are 4 DCSO detectives assigned, as well as 2 detectives from Bend PD, 1 detective from Redmond PD, and 1 deputy district attorney from our DA's office. There is 1 DCSO sergeant assigned to supervise the unit, along with overall supervision by the detective lieutenant and captain. Digital forensics assist with major crime investigations for Deschutes, Jefferson, and Crook counties, as well as the Homeland Security Federal Task Force Crimes Against Children. They assist with the digital aspect of all cases, both from patrol and detectives. Digital forensics includes that of computers, surveillance systems, phones, vehicles, networks, and cellular services. Digital forensics detectives are technical experts for search warrant data interpretation. Special services include search and rescue, emergency management, forest patrol, OHV patrol, and marine patrol. There are four full-time deputies, 10 seasonal deputies, 1 emergency manager, 2 assistant emergency managers, 1 office assistant, just under 150 volunteers, and 1 lieutenant. We have search and rescue volunteers who are experts in every outdoor recreational activity you can think of. They are an incredibly diverse group, such as retired and active first responders, military veterans, doctors, nurses, computer engineers, professional athletes, and in general, outdoor enthusiasts who love to serve their community. Our search and rescue unit is not a casual club. We joke that it's the busiest non-paying full job out there. We are one of the busiest search and rescue units in the state consistently, as attested by the numbers noted on this slide. Deschutes County Sheriff's Office Emergency Management is for all of Deschutes County, both incorporated cities and unincorporated county areas. We plan, prepare, mitigate, and respond to disaster emergencies. This takes interagency collaboration, training, and resource management. We live in a fire adaptive community, and everyone should know ready, set, go evacuation levels. If you haven't signed up for Deschutes Alert yet, get signed up at DeschutesAlerts.org. Proudly serving our community. This is displayed on our patrol vehicles and the wall in our office. We are truly thankful for our stable funding and recognize that this is not something that all sheriff's offices in Oregon have. We couldn't complete our mission without our volunteer and citizen support. On behalf of our entire Deschutes County Sheriff's Office, thank you for taking the time to learn more about us and other county agencies.